I just realized that my microphone was not on. Okay. I realized we should go and do that summoner quest. Layout, scenario guide. No, scenario guide? There we go. I don't know why that got turned off at some point. Could have tranced all night. Welcome back to Ul'dah, the place that I'm banished from. It's fine. We swear. Hello. Oh, you're not a Crystal Brave. You're an actual player character. I just saw the blue robes. You come for a word with the Ascian. You come for a word on the Ascian. I fear there's little progress to report. We did, however, hold the service for Caden. I assembled the soldiers from his old unit together. We conveyed his remains of the priests of Thal. As for Thanalan's trade routes, there are still the odd raids by the bandits or beastmen, but not that involves men in black robes. I must confess, I am at a loss on how we might track our foe. You spoken with Ymithra. I believe she had new findings to share with you. Okay, Aethernet, leave Makedo's amphitheater, yep. Much to discuss. I've been engrossed in my studies, you see, and seek every advantage for our inevitable clash with the Ascian. And as I struggled to unravel the ancient knowledge of the tomestones, I unlocked a good many mysteries, including the reason why we were unable to call forth for Ma'egi. When you summon an avatar, you draw upon your body's reservoir of aether to grant life and form to what is known as an arcane entity. That much we already knew. I had, however, overlooked the simple fact that our etheric reserves are finite, thus the magnitude of Eggy you are able to summon is limited by the extent of your own life forces. Simply put, if the Eggy is too powerful, the summoning fails. But not to despair, the summoners of Alog devised a method by which we might circumvent this intrinsic limitation. Rather than attempt the summoning a separate physical manifestation of a certain Eggy, the most accomplished mages discovered that far less aether was required to infuse themselves with the essence of a primal's power. This techniques by which a summoner would achieve these heightened state was known as a trance. What say you? Shall we see if you can master this method? It may even allow you to contend with a paragon, but it's not the essence would. It's not, but not the essences of an ordinary primal. Nay, we must set our sights on the most potent entity, most fierce. I speak of the elder primal Bahamut. On the day of the calamity, the dragon vanished in an explosion so massive that his aether was carried to the far corners of Eorzea. You, among many others, have already been touched by his essence. All that remains is to perform the meditated ritual. I've also been touched by his essence because we kind of fought him. All is perform the meditated ritual and place steep in Bahamut's energies, and you should be able to enter the trance of the Dreadworm. As for setting foot within that only suitable location, I believe Captain Will can assist us. Shall we spread him a visit? Sure thing. Going all the way back to Ul'dah. Why was this quest... What was the point of starting the quest in Ul'dah in the first place? Goddamn. You're making me spend good gil here. Neither is certainly not one to do things by ourselves. She petitioned me to help gain entry to the aether-soaked wasteland of the Carton of Flats. The Flats are the disputed territory jointly administered by the 3 member nations of the Eorzean Alliance, and attempting to earn full admittance to the area is a bureaucratic nightmare. As matters stand, I was only able to secure permission to visit the Immortal Flames airship landing. If we wish to enter the Flats proper, we'll have to do so under the cover of night. Prepare yourself for a tense journey, and then make your way to the landing here in Ul'dah. I have one of our elite flyers standing by. Yep. I'm not actually that upset. I've got 400k gil. It's not actually anything, but I do love. Yeah, it's a bureaucratic nightmare. Probably more so when I'm a wanted fugitive. Where is the... Which... Oh, here we go. Airship landing. Hell yeah. Can I... There we go. Fly into the front door of the flats, but that's all you're authorized to go to. Stay on the landing or face consequences. Face consequences, like being exiled from Ul'dah. I did the dungeon leading into Dragonland. This is what became a Carton of Flats. Never before have I sensed such tainted aether. Let's not linger long, Missing. Turn your mind now to Bahamut's terrible majesty. Allow his power to seep into your very being. Nothing. We may need to deepen your meditation. Do you truly attempt to harness the might of Bahamut? The essence of the Elder Primal shall tear your mortal frame asunder. Chaos rises in the presence of power, but you, bringer of light, can be allowed to shine no brighter. Come, and be doused in the endless waters of the 12th chalice. Oh god, he's got so much mana, so much life, HP. Oh. Can I kill the Zifrit? I have not tried PvP once yet. I know, like, all your spells are different in PvP, which feels weird to me. I need to see Bahamut's Aether Trails. No, no. I will get the anime power up. I mean, have you played PvP, Nev? Like, is it fun? Over here. Unfold your might in your mind in Bahamut's wings. I'll do that. Might you meditate a little faster? I'm trying, Ymithra. Cool. Here we go. Got it. Behind you. Good on them for lasting this long. Like, they should probably be dead by now. What am I doing? I have outbursts. I could be hitting both of them at once. Almost there. Got him. Hello, gang. How's it going? Here we go. Attune to Bahamut's roar. I ease myself into a dread room trance. Button. We did it! By we, I mean me. I mean, they were also holding him off. Anticipate this. You should not have been able to complete the meditations under such duress. Look, it doesn't matter if you can take a look at my hand and discard a non-land, non-creature card. I don't care. But I shall not underestimate you again. Our next meeting shall be our last bringer of light. We did it. We faced the Paragon and lived. And thanks to all you, to you, Missing, and the towering might of the Bahamut that you now command. Aye, despite the Ascian's interference, we achieved what we came here for. But I'm afraid this is not the place to celebrate. Let us return to the landing before Dawn's Light finds us in forbidden territory. Plaza. Reason to rejoice, my friends, but it would seem our clandestine adventure went unnoticed by my superiors. More importantly, we seized the upper hand in battle against an Ascian. The trance did appear most effective against our mortal foe. For such a hurried night's work, we have managed to reap quite a harvest indeed. Aye, but it's a pity the bastard fled when he did. I would have liked to have settled the score with him there and then. Trust for the best, Captain Wolf. If we truly defeat the Ascian, then we must be prepared to destroy him utterly, body and soul. Creates Aether Charge into Dreadworm Trance. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. So now it's now my meter down there is Bahamut. That's neat. Also I'm realizing properties. Capture cursor. Yeah, I was realizing my mouse was not actually visible. Alright, now that I have the power of Bahamut, let's go talk to some dragons. The trance gauge will indicate the remaining time. The effects of Dreadworm Trance and under its effect, Ruin 3 is upgraded to Astral Impulse and Outburst is upgraded to Astral Flare. Dreadworm Trance also gained Trance Ruby Arcanum, Topaz Arcanum, and Emerald Arcanum. Each summon when called force will tap into the Reserve Arcanum, granting you a stack of Elemental Attunement indicated on the Trance gauge. These Elemental Attunements will augment the Gem Sign Brilliance. Using the Energy Drain. When using the action, Energy Drain fills the Aether Flow gauge, which is required to form future actions. So while I'm in a trance, okay, let me go back to P. There we go. Yeah, it upgrades Ruin 3 to Astral Impulse and Outburst to Astral Flare. So I don't need to... What does Astral Impulse and Astral Flare do then? Is it worth... Is it worth having normal ass? Well, we'll see. If this doesn't go well, I'll swap back to my macro that automatically gives me the Gem Shine versions. We'll see. Teleport. Log home. Okay, let me actually... Okay, so if I go Jump to France... $440. Oh, I lose the trance when I... Oh. Okay, so I get the trance, and then I will still probably... Okay. So it is still probably good. Room potency of 300. Yeah, okay, so the Dreadworm versions are more potent. Also, do most enemies care about damage type? Because I have not actually been paying much attention. That big spooky cloud looks fine. Do the damage types actually affect much? Like how Ruby Trance turns my stuff into fire damage and Topaz Trance turns it into earth damage. Does it particularly matter? I'm on Behemoth. Yeah, the elements. Not anymore. Okay, cool. Good to know. I will say, and I don't know if this is just a thing that changes later, but it definitely does feel like I've got a standard rotation of skills that I do. So there's not as much that I do that's, like, strategic, I suppose. Get the exclamation point off my map. There we go. Hello. This is Asa, the part of the great worm Priest Velger's domain. Nidhogg's meddlesome minions would like nothing more than to burn it down to rubble, so I must always remain diligent in my lookout duties. It's a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what is the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Are they summoning Bahamut again? You may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Race Velger invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you try blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Yep. Ignore me. nope, nope, oh fuck, nope, 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 nope. Excuse me, I'm trying to go up. Okay, I'll take the stairs. I'll take the stairs. Nope. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me, thank you. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then we may as well make ourselves comfortable. We must interrupt our journey so close to its end. I suppose this place is as good as any. It may have a brief respite from the hardships of the road. We'll help to clear our mind for our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then. I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in frozen rates of Kurthus. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alfino whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if the ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, missing, and see if that wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have camp ready by the time you return. Yeah, I had a feeling. Can I get back up this way? Skyrim? Skyrim? Yeah. Skyrim? Nope. Skyrim? Nope. Yeah, that spooky place over there doesn't look great. So, I was worried to write about the boy's safety. Once Alphino returns to the wood, we can speak about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what look like stew ingredients ready for the fire. And us, just 4 friends. Few things compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized a firewood if it came kindling with kindling in a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, I left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal Eorzea with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlian dignity, and along with my twin became the youngest student to ever be accepted to the Studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers, how ignorant of mine own shortcomings, that hubris invited manipulation and betrayal and led to the downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they've been taught to believe. It was only upon meeting Hraesvelgr that I learned the hidden truth within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous in perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it's the importance and difficulty of holding on to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You're well on your way, Master Alfino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? Estinian's getting it! But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Stinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Hraesvelgr of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, wind's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising sun. I'm gonna grab the robe of healing, because I need more healing gear for my, I need healing gear for my, what'd you call them? Also, I'm assuming that this has been you. This is you, Nev. Oh wait, no, it was a different, there was a level 90 person here. Lockhand is gazing meaningfully at the path to the zenith. The campfire was so cozy, I must have fallen asleep. Well, do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Hraesvelgr back to the skies above the zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot of that shining horn. So I'll be heading back now, if all's the same good to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Toot the horn at the top of the zenith. Get rid of this exclamation point. Is this like a dungeon I'm gonna have to go through? Oh. Excuse me, I know there's plot happening, but let me just... Time to doot. That's not English.
Svelga.
Wait for the release of Oblivion.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Svelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva. But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Thanks, my beloved spirit has descended from the heavens. Yeah, see, I was thinking this could be like a bit of a weird thing, like talking to her boyfriend.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my
Maybe.
love? I am Shiva reborn!
Yeah, wasn't the entire reason a war happened is so they could be together forever? So it would be really weird if... Yeah, it's just what you think Shiva is. They were guilty of likely folly, beguiled by Dark One's lies. They attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the primals are not actually the real gods, but there are, in fact, real gods. Son from Fred's misplaced. Is the eye that...
Then the spirit that answered me.
That's the dream. Thy soul is corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child. Yeah.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
So, Hraesvelgr's also missing an eye. Naked truth, then tell me thou deserves forgiveness. I don't know if I should be narrating the parts where he's speaking dragon speak. I will choose sacrifice I agree with the wellspring of strength. Yeah, I'm noticing Hraesvelgr's also missing an eye, but the one that Estinian has is Nidhogg's eye. Ratatoskr is a dragon in this world? That's a glow up. Torn out her eyes, feast upon them in manner of wild beasts. Strength beyond mortal men, even now I live in the comprehension and more would you ever try.
Sith Morni Ratatoska Nisheg Ed, for always in Dar. Kal Egmon Thorns in Yui.
Knights, their fellow
Alefe in Leita. Borkin Ushkin in. Sanhes Shisnishka. Stadranam. Snodoanki uteda mazmurnish.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
That's a very good point. Spirit, that was not seen those turn for me.
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Traits of Ratatosk's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it. Ah, so I can't turn into a dragon if I drink dragon blood?
Then the seed lies within us.
All of that and the loyalty are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed to join the ranks of the other Eorzea army of newborn dragons. Oh! Okay. So just he's turning all the people into dragons.
I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
I mean, they were trying to kill us. This be some, of course, choose to fight until the bitter end, like the dragoon. Something that young Thulier was sent. Indeed, I'm sure made the torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
That's the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehends now the futility of thy quest.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Moral terms. Perception of time is too broad. Yeah, they do live for hundreds of thousands of years. I mean, they do because they literally had nothing to do with us. With them. Nidhogg, however, the history is part of his present. His fresh blood is with Ratatosk's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? Right, like, the brace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. Speaking of war, what is done, my faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Kreisfelgar was a bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined, his voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words was so undeniable that I transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, heaven's word, you might say, only to be dismissed like unruly children, and far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
Yeah, kinda. It was sort of laid out that it's the only option.
I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr.
Dragons seem to be proud of the broadness of his kind's perception of time, which simultaneously straight admitting that the very same trait means that no dragon is capable of properly processing grief, which is not something to be proud of. Yeah. This is I was like thinking in my head, like we're all like going on an adventure together and learning stuff about each other and whatnot, and I had a slight mind of like, oh, this is kind of like Steven Universe. But when you mentioned that they have no perception of time and are incapable of processing grief, it's like, wow, that sure is the source of all the problems in Steven Universe. What if these giant space women mourned their sister for several thousand years and never processed the grief?
But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
The big dragon
Nay,
man literally
lady,
told us.
I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe. But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Is there... Okay, we're panning upward. Is there going to be an Ascian looming high above on a cliff? Nope. For once there isn't. Okay, cool. Hello. False god is this, Shiva? What manner of phantom have I welcomed to my heart? Yes! We mentioned that earlier. Alright, let's go. No, I can just jump, that's fine. Ah! We're good. Oh god, I have 1 HP. With his ability to reach acceptance of tragedy. Be gone with you. Yep. Look at you with your ability to be able to go through the 5 stages of grief. What was I thinking of? Yes, this is what I'm thinking of. Okay, where are you headed now? Up this way. Can I... Is there a... No, this looks like it's faster if we just ran. Go north from here, we go north from here. Oh no, we were already going kind of the right way. Until it reaches a dragon with no friends. Yep. Nidhogg on a rampage. Someone killed his sister. Killing him will end the rampage, but you better hope there aren't any other dragons who give a shit about Nidhogg or that dragon. Yeah, that is also true. But I feel like the big issue was, I mean, granted, people are still gonna be pissed off. Dragon's still gonna be pissed off that we murdered other dragons, but like the big issue was like, oh, they killed Ratatoskr for no reason. They killed Ratatoskr just because they wanted her eyes. Meanwhile, Nidhogg is 100% in self-defense. You know, like we all know the score at this point. It's been 1,000 years. But I agree. It's still like not. It's not like it's going to be a. It's not like it's like, oh, this is suddenly a solution. Can I hit you? sure I was done with that. Oh, Aether Current. Got it. Oh, hi. Hello. Taking her so long. My replacement should have been here already, but I don't see her anywhere. I'm so hungry. The way that she went on account of those troublesome tooling hands they're flapping about. It's only 4 of them. I should secure a safe path. Give my replacement no excuse, please. My stomach begs you.
Is that it?
The big ominous storm-looking thing? That makes sense.
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Could we have just flown an airship up here this entire time? Let me, like... Oh. I'm not wearing my Dreadworm Grimoire. Oh, I have so much stuff that actually would be better than what I have on right now. I should upgrade my stuff later, but I need to go back and do glamour stuff. But Oh god, yeah, that is so much more shit. Yeah. Here. There. Isn't it usually the other way around along the species? Like, they seem aloof to other races because they have the long view. Like the Asari from Mass Effect, who say that dating someone with a comparable lifespan is different from dating a human who will be dead in a century. The dragons are the exact opposite, being obsessed over a single event from millennia ago to the point they can't see the big picture. Yeah. That was like a weird thing with Steven Universe, where it is like, hey, you're a spacefaring race that's lived for thousands of years and you can't get over this event that happened 1,000 years ago. A force of sufficient power to break through the Primal's defenses might conceivably grant us the Eyrie. I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. On the one condition you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. Steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I'm not so selfish that. Contact my Link Pro when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth for from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous at St. Renette's Forums. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. Wait, what's this? Oh, this is the... Okay, well, while I'm here... I do need to finish up this quest. Oh god. I need to heal myself. Heal, 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 heal. Heal. Shit. Well, I'm going back to Ishgard either way. I need to do gear stuff. Okay. So, we do recommended gear. Rainbow Cap of Casting is better. Augmented Ironworks Doublet. I already got that. +1. Okay. Yeah, equip. And then I'll just... Okay, so I already got the thing. Gloves. Feet. Yeah. The Kupo shoes. Okay, cool. We're good. Okay. And then we go here. Reassign gear. Then scholar. Equip. I'm already currently equipped with the recommended gear. Okay. Oh, but I should do... where's my main hand? Yeah, okay. Okay. Now then, reassign gear for the scholar, and then I will swap back to something. Alright. Fashion has been done. It's some supper for the tavern workers, and they liked it so much they put it on the menu. Might I suggest the drawn teeth, a logatan stew? St. Rosette's Forum. This guy's still in the factory. This is Master Garland. He was advising the Ishgardians in their airship, correct? In that case, we might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing or mayhap even discuss new manufactory. It's always time in searching aimlessly. Someone in the city sure is to know where to find him, and the question is who. Sir Emmerich would seem obvious choice, but there's no guarantee he'll be able to grant us an audience at such short notice. I have it. Count Edmund's younger son prides himself on knowing all the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Amaniline is about. Forgotten. No, the last vigil. Here we go. Your return, so goes your fight, old boy. I trust. In search of Sid Garland, you say, then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing. I'll wager that Master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, we must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. There we go. Missing Alphino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it'll come as a little surprise when I tell you that we need a favor. Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise can certainly take you where you need to go, but she does not fare well against dragons. She's a agile ship for her size, but not that agile. Dravarians fly rings around her. And if they took to that into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. There would be something we could do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Estinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We'd need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, give us that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lad show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Has there been a high wind in this game yet? Because that's the Final Fantasy airship that shows up in all of them is the high wind, right? Product is inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one. Actually, no. I think there was a wind-up. There was a wind-up minion of a high wind already, right?
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
We have to stop this plot for an entirely
what's happened?
unrelated set of quests.
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
I was joking, Tataru. We're kind of in the middle of something.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
I feel like all of, like, I'd be less annoyed about hopping between plot threads if it wasn't for the fact that they make it seem very urgent that we do this as quickly as possible. Like, we're just gonna leave Estinian chilling up there in Dravarian territory. General Raban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by wishing both of you, to go to the Waking... Pray return to the Waking Sands. Come, pressing through Ishgard's plight, pressing as though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten Manacutter's completion. Let's return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends in the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell them we have identified a solution to our problem, but it will take some time to repair. As you wish, Master Alkino. Don't we have his link pearl number? The Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. His past time, Ul'dah was delivered from this darkness. I'm gonna run out of Vesper Bay Aetherite tickets at this rate. Claimed to be super time sensitive. It must be done right now, and yet we expect the dragons to just sort of chill while we work on an airship and deal with potato plots. Yep.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
Thanks are necessary. We're in the middle of shit, Alpha.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end,
torpor orb.
I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Not metaphorical. Raban pulls out sword, chops off my arm.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends. For Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
Muriel, Sultan's foreign lady in waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I'm told that you two have met. Just indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm Muriel's still in hiding there. Where does that go? Lenosha. Wait. No. Oh. Well, that makes things easy. But don't. Go back. Alright. Actually, can I just... Do I even need to take a ferry? Can I just fly across the ocean? I can. That's easier. Hi, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves the house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Cool, I don't need to ask anybody else for any information. That brings you to our lonely little hamlet. I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Primarily, you say, if you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Do I know any returning residents? Gods don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this. Where did she... Where do you say the house is the one on the left? Which house did he say it was? I don't know, he has a quest. I think he said the house is the one here. I correctly guessed that it was the only piece of important information, and I have already forgotten what the information was. On the bright side, there's barely any homes here, so... Nope. Oh, hey. Let's gather all the players together. This has gone on far long enough. Nice of her to put her money where her mouth is. Hello!
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Time Mage, yeah.
General Alden.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Oh, god damn it, even you. Do we not even trust you or all the potatoes? Just don't trust any potatoes. That's what I'm hearing.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison.
This is all the stuff we already knew.
You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You're still an asshole. Do not... We could just totally murder you right now.
Conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
Alright, so Ilbert's not here then, because he's not here to hear this.
Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Yeah, I feel like killing a guy who tried to assassinate someone, I feel like, feel
If
like
you
that's
would,
the same thing.
Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
So why were we here again? What was I needed for in this exchange? We kind of have dragons to deal with.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
I feel like she still intends to I feel like she doubled down on abdicating the throne at this point. Are you really going to be united under her? Like, what makes you think that she's not going to be like, yeah, I'm still gonna abdicate the throne. I'm still gonna remove all of your power and you know, give everything to the people. And again, why were we here? At the 12, I feared Lord Lodorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Should make for Ul'dah. I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Which also means, where the fuck are my friends? Sky, Psychic Girl, Blindfold Girl, and Papa Lima Bean. Yes. Oh, you made me some things? Ooh. Have some shark fin soup. It's illegal in many countries. Oh damn. I'm one level. I'm not yet strong enough to wear this. I can wear this in one level. What class Papa Lima Bean is, and what spell he casts on Blindfold Girl that turned her punch into a giant explosion. He is a conjurer, a black mage, I believe. All right, I'm still gonna need to level up. Okay, here have some lentils and chestnuts. Okay, What? You said... Okay, how many things? How many things did you make? Okay. The whole set. I do think I need, I do need to kit out my, scholar stuff so I can actually do healer thingies when dungeons call. Alright. Which will be useless soon, but it knocked it off my log. That's fair. Okay, wait, going around this way. I feel like, on the one hand, it feels weird that, like, I'm continuing to use the original Mikote vest. But it's a good vest. Flame General Rabon mentioning you might be coming. Please come this way if you will. Okay, she's clearly breathing, so it's not really a death-like slumber anymore. Did you check to make sure that the stuff is if she does get legitimately murdered from this? Okay, cool. She's not actually dead. Great. Moogle plushie, yes. She has good taste.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
I will say, it is like, we didn't really do much to resolve this plot. Like, most of this plot resolved itself off-screen. We witnessed it. Yeah, but it's like, you end A Realm Reborn thinking, oh man, this is such a huge part of the plot.
Her Grace is awoken.
We did rescue
The palace
Raubon.
physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber.
But it's like, the conspiracy neatly tied itself
I
up.
believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn
on the
our
offensive
system
once more?
of government upon its head.
They've sort of been chilling ever since we kicked their ass.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
Okay, okay, that's not something... Okay, cool.
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, it would appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed.
The Syndicate's only 2 people now, which is great.
Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
They're still technically together at this point?
There were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come.
I feel like they're functionally disbanded at this point anyway.
As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves.
Alphino, you're
the
16.
Model army meant to pave the way for a single, unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
Yeah, speaking of, yeah, where are the said missing comrades?
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, they were all captured during the... Shouldn't we have a better idea of where the friends are? Fact remains, there's no man alive in whom I'd rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath my pall of despair. Sent over from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I assume her grace will make a full recovery. Aye, and Ulda too. She shall flourish once more. General Raubon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Ugiri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the third unit of Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilberd's defeat. To only blue uniforms to be seen there are now worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me, I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end, and I would appreciate the support. Okay. Revenant's Toll. Is that the 8-seater? It is the 8-seater. Dang. Maybe instead of contributing to the organization, but maybe under a new name. Yeah. No, we're just gonna rebrand. Commander, you're alive! Missing too, I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid crystal braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight messier than expected, aye, but we're still fighting for freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It's with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know you have a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which their company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander Alfino, our mind's made up. So you may well get used to it. Let's help the science. Let's help you find Minfilia and the others. Yeah, where are they, though? Because I thought they all got arrested, but the conspiracy's done. Alfino, you're 16. You know, you can go... You need, like, a therapist? Pray excuse me, I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I'm not worthy of their loyalty. But as Thalik is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. I must speak of future plans of the remaining Braves. Any and all information we uncover upon the missing scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realms, specifically Eorzea and the Waking Sands, and Tataru and Ishgard. While you are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I'm able. Wait, I have the button. I have the free button. Save myself the 300 gil. Oh, what am I doing? I can do the thing. Ethernet. I could have walked there in the time it took me to walk back to the thing and click the button. Hi. What do you want to unlock? Oh no, you're the Mechanist class. Okay. How in the seven hells do you do it? You just about to send for you. We might have at this moment to comprehend completed the mana cutters for a successful test flight. Give a moment minor adjustments, she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fortom Manor. A dragoon by the name of Vestinium is looking for you. The last vigil. What's up, Estinian? You have fulfilled your obligations to the Uldons, then? Mr. Zataru has been keeping me appraised of the situation. Once I learned of these mana cutters of Master Garlon is nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the area, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an attack moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we've kept him in the dark long enough. I want to keep going until I at least complete whatever the next dungeon and or boss fight is. Jelly donut. Sir Emmerich has been eager to speak with you. Pray proceed.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiamat, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source.
Why couldn't you stifle it when he's attacking this? I mean, I guess it puts more people in danger,
won,
but like...
even so. and I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
At least bait him to fight, like, on your home turf, I suppose.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Have you figured out how to summon Phoenix yet?
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
And potentially 4 to 7 of your closest friends. Prick that Master Alphino's pride, I fear, but had I been any less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Excuse you! What if you were a Dragoon, too? I'm not spending the time to level all that up. Level up! Speaking of. Oh, and I got a new job quest. Mana Cutter Key. We've tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mana Cutters. Do I do Summoner Quest? Do I go do Summoner Quest? I'm sorry, I gotta tarry a bit longer. We got Summoner Quest to do. I can change the I was about to send for you. Yumithra should be here any moment. We're all here. I've been pondering some metaphysical theories and would discuss my concerns with the conclusions of both of you. Ever since our battle on the flats, by the memory of our adversary fleeing the field has been preying upon my mind. According to the science and the research, the Paragons are effectively immortal. They're said to be ethereal entities with no physical form of their own, instead possessing mortal hosts after mortal hosts in an endless procession down the ages. But once Missing and I acquired the Dreadworm trance, the haste with which the Ascian withdrew did not seem to me like the action of a being who harbors no fear of death. Thus said, I posed the question, could it be that the 12th chalice and his black Masked Brethren are not as practiced in the art of possession as their red-veiled masters. At the time of this battle, our bodies were the only available hosts nearby, assuming that he also lost his superior's facility to flee to the space betwixt worlds. I suspect that our foe's sudden cowardice stemmed from an inability to force his soul into living. That would explain much, including the reason why he chose to decease Caden to serve as his puppet. Aye, I believe the theory is sound. Should we put it to the test? If we are able to lure the 12 to a location devoid of potential hosts, then we might succeed in destroying him for good. What are we waiting for? We must begin devising a plan to draw the villain from hiding. Not so fast, Captain Wolf. Let's first attain the means by which we can ensure the Ascian's demise. A mighty coup de grace delivered before he has a chance to retreat. There's a passage within the last tombstone that describes how the power of a trance can be unleashed in a single devastating blast. The technique itself, however, was not explained. According to my research, it can only be learned from a forbidden book found on the shelves of the Great Gubal Library. To reach the library is a long and perilous journey over the Alabathus spine into the wilds of the Dravanian hinterlands, but I believe that we three are up to the task. Shall we be on our way, then? The key to defeating the 12th chalice will soon be within our grasp. Okay. Before I do that... Yeah. Where's the... I'm level gated? This is my level 60 quest, though. MSQ gated? Oh. Let's see. First off. Yeah, this is not my look. Oh no, I think I'm doing the Kupo. Yeah. Alright. Much better. Ready to go. Oh. Alright, cool. Well, then I guess we're gonna go and fight the Dravanian Horde, then. I can't pray return. Wait. I can pray return in 30 seconds. Fuck it. I'll spend money. The guild's worth the 30 seconds. Oh. Am I in the wrong? Oh, no, we're supposed to be upstairs. Oh. The cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little bees tear right through that wind barrier, like a cement drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior of Light. The Dreadworm awaits. Oh, we're not doing the duty finder just yet. Where are we? We are doing the duty finder. Cool. God, doing it with NPCs though would actually put a Stinian in the party. If I hit NPCs, will that kick Neb from... An Estinian. Do it? Okay. I'll do it with Estinian, and if I fail, then I can DOS you in here. I want to have Estinian be my friend. They designed the sender for NPCs. Okay. Is that Nidhogg? Oh no! Or ponder it. Ponder it so hard that it hurts. I'm gonna ponder this goddamn orb. Never mind that, we have to hurry. But yeah, I'm back to having a carbuncle meter instead of,
Know your folly.
forgot I took off the macros. No, Ysael's not here. I don't think Ysael would want to be here. Let me do... Oh god, who's attacking me? Oh, it's lightning. Okay. Oh no, where's my macros? Macros. Just really quick. Move, 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 move. Okay. Yeah, this place is not Ysael's jam. She's not exactly excited about the prospect of killing Nidhogg.
Know your folly.
Ow. It's probably fine. Alright, so what's the... Okay, so Asinian did some kind of mechanic. Ah. Okay. Daijobu desu. I go to a pillar and...
Know your
yeah,
folly.
I figured it out. Or am I supposed to go that way? Where am I? No, I am supposed to go that way. Do we, like, jump down? We do. Hi there. They said you were a terrible dragon, but that seems like you're pretty good at being a dragon.
Know your folly.
That's not great. That's not great. We're good. Let's keep going. Spamming AoEs. There's no more ads. Okay.
Know your folly.
Chesto. Apex. This sure sounds like the area where we fight Nidhogg. Soon, anyway.
I will end your struggles! I will end your struggles!
Taste my lungs!
Gas. Okay. Good to know. Also good to know that, again, the fact that I use fire damage does nothing. Wait. Did we say... Oh, no. Okay, the thing, it moves. Okay. Stuck. Ah, damn it. Well, I fucked up. Gang, why are you having me run ahead? Shouldn't Temple Knight number 4 be running ahead? Because he's the tank? Oh, I need carbuncle. Okay.
Know your folly.
We're okay. Everything's Daijobu. Hey, friend, can I get some heals? I'm just gonna let the NPCs handle that bit there. Okay, before we get down. Okay, let's scoot out of it. Almost got him.
Know your folly.
Oh! We did it! Nidhogg is close, I sense him. There we go.
Know your folly.
This thing looks important. Where am I supposed to go now? We did us a murder. Oh, there's a pillar. Making our way up there.
Your guard is down.
Okay, yeah, this is Nidhogg's after this. Oh god. Oh god. Hey, tank boy, can you please tank? Thank you. Tank boy, please do the tank.
Know your folly.
Oh god. Tank, please do the tank, thank you. I'm gonna run. Yep, just want to make sure all the dragons saw our cool tanks doing cool tank things. Anyway, don't let me do that thingy. Gonna push this button. Alright, we good? Alright, defeat Nidhogg. Yep. Probably fine. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah! Don't stand in the glowy. Stack? Ow. Oh, that's not great. You know, as many bars I do, it's on the side one here. I just didn't think to do it. Oh, I meant to hit the AoE one. Oh well. Nidhogg's Rancor is the bar for his Rancor. If we get rid of it, it just goes back to his hand at the end of the turn.
Know your folly.
Ah! Ah, I still missed it. Shit. Am I supposed to stack? Are those situations where I'm supposed to stack or I'm supposed to spread out? Don't stack the pinks. Okay. That would explain some things. Up. Thank you, Red. Hang on, I have sprint still going on. Once the sprint wears off, I'll race on cargo mode. Don't stand in an overlay. Okay. I was unsure. Half the time you're supposed to stack and half the time you're not. Don't stand in the middle of the Venn diagram. Gotcha. Made it!
No, you're folly.
I thought I made it. Okay. Do not stack.
Taste my lance!
Oh god. What? Who? When? Why? Estinian? Thank you. Thank you, Estinian.
Your guard is down.
I'm gonna kill this.
Your guard is down.
So is it just like... So if that thing gets to 100%, if that thing gets to 100%, it's just instant death.
Taste my lance. Taste my lance.
Okay, we're doing good. Oh,
Your
stack,
guard
stack,
is
stack,
down.
stack, 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 stack,
Know
stack,
your
stack, stack, stack.
folly.
We're okay.
I will end
almost got it. Got him. Did you take his second eye? Da na 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 na. Where's the victory song? There it is. Okay. I was unsure. I was concerned. Our work here is not yet done. What do you mean, Estinian? What do you mean? Oh, dang. Eyeball. Ponder this orb so goddamn hard. Time not to dilute thy kind's depravity. I forgot the nature. My essence claimed me once. Do so again. Oh wait, was Estinian a dragon at some point?
No, this ends here.
Give him a poke in his other eye. Got the second eye. Goodbye. Now he has a cool red. He did say it would be a miracle if my armor was not stained red.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Dad gave me a crystal back. Which crystal is that one? That's the fire one? What, the lightning? Was there an electric one? I'm used to there being 4 crystals, man. Was there a lightning crystal? There was, right? It was the remove one, yeah. Electric, okay. Flashback to what actually happened.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
No, those are Ratatoskr. Right?
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But
So,
behold, the
father
terrible price we
avenged?
have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Ponder my orbs.
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoskr's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need?
The president.
How will he find his way
Democratically
without a benevolent
elected.
hand to guide him?
Democratically elected government.
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it's plain that Ishgard has no need of a king.
As one who chugged that
But if
dragon
you must
blood.
bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory, only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Durander, and Zemail.
Zemail. That's how I'm supposed
But
to pronounce
four
it. The D is
houses
silence.
to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
So they killed Nidhogg, but Nidhogg very clearly is not dead, or was not dead.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
I had a vision. Apparently Nidhogg died.
I've been witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
That guy was like, I'm out. Yeah.
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat.
Yeah, but there were two in the vision.
Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth,
Cool,
leaves
yeah.
no room for doubt.
I love how you're totally on board with, yes, I have magic history seeing powers, and you have to believe me.
If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Yeah, that's the question. Maybe we go back and ask Gracevelger?
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Also, is Nidhogg, like, actually dead? They said specifically they slayed Nidhogg, and he very clearly is not slayed.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Argent heavy on the stain of corruption pleases me not. With all this put the rest I needs forge my armor anew. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remain to answer our questions. This troubled the worm again. If Iceheart yet lingers in the scene, all the better. I would have her hear the truth in the dragon's maw. power source. So a different... I noticed earlier that Hraesvelgr only had one eye. It's Hraesvelgr's eye. He gave it to Nidhogg. Okay, cool. I get it. And now I have Hraesvelgr's eye and I'm going to give it back. Okay, cool. But we'll do that. We'll do that later. But he can't deny his audience because we have his eye. But okay, cool. That makes sense. Let me kill just one more of these so I can get that quest done. There we go. Do I have my... I'm curious now. Aether Currents? No, I got one quest to turn in. Yeah, I've still got more to figure out. Okay, but for now, I'll teleport to the Zenith and I'll hop off. That also means there is a single eye of Nidhogg out there that we don't know where it is. We don't know where it do. Yeah, I'm just like, I've been streaming so late that most of the people that I generally raid are not online. I think I'm just going to wrap things up. But thank you all for hanging out. I will see you maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. But until next time, I'll be seeing you all later. Thank you for hanging out with me.